We have a slightly more difficult equation this time to solve, but the process remains the same. We need to split it off, and we'll have 2x minus 5 equals 5 minus 3x. As well, we'll have 2x minus 5 equals negative 5 minus 3x. Note that we have to apply the negative to every term, so that's why we have the 5 minus 3x in brackets. If we go to solve on the left, this will be two steps. If we add 3x to both sides, we get 5x minus 5 equals 5. Add 5 to both sides, 5x equals 10. And x equals 2 is our final answer. On the right, we'll distribute that negative in. So 2x minus 5 equals negative 5 plus 3x. We can subtract 3x from both sides, so negative x minus 5 equals negative 5. Add 5 to both sides, negative x equals 0. And divide by negative 1, so x still equals 0. Now, as the header for this says, is we have an extraneous solution, meaning one of these solutions is not actually an answer. The math works out and we get two numbers, but one of them doesn't actually fit the equation. This is a consequence of the absolute values, as well as having x's on both sides. So we do actually, with all absolute value equations, need to do just a brief check to make sure each answer is correct. So to do that check, let's say we check x equals 2. We'll plug in 2 back into the original equation. And I'm putting a question mark above the equal sign because we don't know for sure that this works out. So we have absolute value of 4 minus 5 equaling 5 minus 6. Absolute value of negative 1 then equaling negative 1. And doing the absolute value, we get 1 equals negative 1. This doesn't check out because 1 does not equal negative 1. So back with that solution, we'll just cross it out and we'll reject it. It doesn't actually work. We'll do the same check, except this time with the other answer, x equals 0. We'll plug in 0 into the equation. We'll do the calculation. I'll skip a step this time. Inside the absolute value, we end up with 0 minus 5, which would be negative 5. On the right side, we end up with 5 minus 0, which would be 5. When we do the absolute value, we get 5 equaling 5. So this answer does check out, because 5 does equal 5. We don't need to put anything with that solution. We just need to do the check, make sure that it works out, and we'll leave it as is.